Hey friends, Sean from Draft Therapy here, and on today's review for you, I'm gonna call on the dog. French Toast Devil Dog is an 8.3% oatmeal stout from Roak Brewing Company in Royal Oak, Michigan. I'm a big fan of what Roak's been doing lately, and I try to visit their tap room at least once a month to try the different stuff and see what they have on tap. One of my favorite beers that they've had in the last, 6 to 10 months has been this French Toast Devil Dog. While their regular Devil Dog is a really good stout, I've been waiting for what feels like forever for them to finally distribute this French Toast version, and I'm really excited to finally bring it to you guys, and now you'll have a chance to try it because it's out on shelves now. The best part about it is that a 6-pack was under $10. I think that's a phenomenal price. There's not a whole lot of stuff that's really good out there that's $10 or less for a 6-pack. So 8.3% stout that tastes good. Hey, can't beat it, right? So let's take a look at the bottle here and we'll jump into the beer. So on the label here, this is Roak's new labeling scheme. It has Roak in the background of the label, all in this line art style, and then the, whatever the beer style is or the name of it is in the foreground with a slightly different color. They're almost all black in a single color. This one has a Doberman, and he has in his mouth French toast with a nice pat of butter on it. And it says French Toast Devil Dog Oatmeal Stout, ale brewed with maple syrup and natural flavor. And it says that it is 8.3%. And it says also on the side here, all the big, bold characteristics of our Devil Dog Oatmeal Stout with the unmistakable taste of Sunday morning French toast. A portion of the proceeds of all Devil Dog sales are donated to our local VA hospital. And this is has a manufactured date printed right on here, which is I like to see. It says manufactured August 27th, 2018. Across the top, it has the new Roak symbol. If you see a bottle of a Roak beer and it doesn't have this line art style, it's not a new beer. It's probably one that's been sitting on the shelf. Let your local bottle shop person know and say, hey, that's an older beer. How about we get us some new stuff? So with that being said, I'm going to move on. I'm going to grab my snifter, my large snifter here, and my handy dandy bottle opener. And we're going to go ahead and pop this open. Also on the top here, it has the Roak cap, has the R for Roak. It's very similar. It's the same R that you'll see on their labels as well. So let's go ahead and crack this open. And set the cap here to the side. And give it a nose right out of the bottle here. Wow. Oh my gosh. That is it smells just like maple syrup. Big, sweet maple syrup scent. Wow. Yeah, it's been a while since I've had this in the tap room, and I'm really looking forward to trying this in the bottle because, like I said, it's one thing to have it at the tap room, but also to be able to try it at home. That's just a whole nother story. So let's go ahead and pour this. Wow, coming out really dark out of the bottle, as you would expect from a nice, thick oatmeal stout, and collecting the glass nicely. Didn't get a whole lot of head out of there. Started pouring it a little bit more aggressive at the tail end. Not a whole lot of head. A real small, thin head. Real small, thin bubbles. But overall, it is a stout. So it's very opaque. It's got a really slight brown hue to it. Let me see if I can. I got my light here. My little light. I'm going to turn it on and show you. I'm going to pump it up here. Pump up the light. And it doesn't look like there's really that much of a difference. Yeah, it didn't look like any light really shine through that. So to give you an idea how thick this is, let's give it a better nose here out of the glass. It's maple syrup again, really strong maple syrup. You can smell some of the roasty malts in there too. Yeah, it just smells delicious. I'm really looking forward to trying this, so cheers. So I'm getting a nice maple sweetness in it, but I'm also getting this kind of cinnamon taste as well, for obviously French toast. And it's kind of weird because when I take a drink of it, I get that maple, I get a little bit of a cinnamon burn. It doesn't taste like 8.3%, that's for sure. It's got a really nice medium mouthfeel. And you might think I'm crazy, but after I swallow, the aftertaste almost kind of has this buttery kind of saltiness to it. It's not super strong. It's like really subdued, really hidden, really low in the flavor profile, but it's in there, I can tell. Yeah, this is just as good as I remember it. The thing I think that would put this like way over the top for me is having it on nitro. I love having beers on nitro just because it kind of adds that little bit more of a fluffy kind of characteristic. And I don't know. I know they have Chestnut Head in the tap room on nitro. I would love to see this on nitro. I think that would just put it over the top for me. Probably make it one of my favorites. Yeah, it's got the maple in there. It's got the cinnamon. You get the roasty malts. You get a nice kind of oatmeal stout taste out of it. But you also get that kind of salty, buttery quality out of the back end, which just kind of tops it all off. Now, I don't know if this is a seasonal release, if this is something they plan on, having it compete directly against Devil Dog. I would think it's probably going to be a seasonal thing or a limited thing. But if that's the case, in my opinion, I think you should run out and get it. If this was like a regular thing, this would be like probably one of my go-to stouts regularly. Again, I've had it in the tap room. I've really enjoyed it. In the bottle, it's always better to have stuff on tap, but this is really good out of the bottle too. I can't recommend, if you like French toast, if you like oatmeal stouts, I can't recommend French Toast Devil Dog enough. It's one of my favorites from Roak, even more than I love their New England style IPAs. French Toast Devil Dog is one of my tops from Roak. All right, friends, that is French Toast Devil Dog. Like I mentioned before, this should be making its way to shelves near you. You'll know it's new because all Roak stuff has this kind of same cohesive art design. If you see something that's older, let your bottle shop person know, hey, get some new Roak stuff in here. That's the older stuff. You can also go to Roak's Tap Room. If you do go there, make sure you mention you saw the stout here on the channel. So have you had French Toast Devil Dog? Now that it's going to be finally fall here soon, what are some of your favorite stouts, or what do you like to drink during the fall? Let me know in the comments down below. And while you're down there, why don't you like, share, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'm here talking Michigan beer twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays, and the best part about the whole thing is it's absolutely free to viewers just like you. You can also find links to my social media, some merch, custom Tiku glass, links to all the gear that I use on these videos, and a link to my blog at drafttherapy.com. If you click any of the links to the gear I use, you buy anything through Amazon, not necessarily the gear that I use, but anything on that visit, I get a tiny portion of the proceeds, and it helps this channel out. So until next time, I'm Sean from Draft Therapy. Thanks for stopping by, and remember, drink craft beer, support your local breweries wherever they are, and don't forget to treat yourself to a little draft therapy. Thanks for watching. Cheers.